Well, Caitlin Clark could be breaking another record, this time with an endorsement deal.
We're going to be talking about Caitlin Clark and Nike, and it looks to be that things are ramping up a little.
Caitlin Clark is back in the headlines, but this time, it's not for a deep three or a game-winning shot. It's for a $25 million move that has the entire WNBA talking. Fresh off signing the richest sneaker deal in league history, Clark reportedly made a surprising and unprecedented request. She wanted teammate Sophie Cunningham included in her Nike brand rollout. The moment caught everyone off guard, especially Cunningham, and it's now sparking conversations far beyond the Fever locker room. If true, this bold gesture could shift how endorsement power gets used in women's sports. Nike signs an athlete. They're not just selling sneakers, they're building a legacy. That's what happened with Michael Jordan. His partnership with Nike didn't just change basketball, it redefined athlete branding altogether. So when Caitlin Clark signed a reported $25 to $28 million deal over 8 years, complete with her own signature shoe line, the comparisons to Jordan came quickly. It wasn't just about her talent. It was about what she represents. What no one saw coming was what she allegedly did next. According to sources close to the Indiana Fever organization, Clark surprised Cunningham at a private team gathering, revealing that she had advocated for Sophie to be included in a promotional opportunity under her Nike deal. Whether it's a formal co-branded product, a sponsored edition sneaker, or simply a campaign feature, the reported plan is to elevate Sophie's visibility through Clark's brand partnership. The move hasn't been officially confirmed by Nike or either player, but that hasn't stopped it from catching fire online. Social media lit up with praise, calling it a power move rooted in loyalty and leadership. So, why Sophie Cunningham? To understand that, you need to look at the dynamic brewing in Indiana. Sophie has become one of Clark's fiercest protectors on the court, a veteran presence in a young locker room. She's repeatedly stepped in during heated game moments, backed Clark publicly in interviews, and embraced the enforcer role when physicality ramps up. For a rookie navigating intense scrutiny, that kind of support matters. Clark's reported gesture isn't just about friendship, it's about power, platform, and changing how influence gets used in the WNBA. She could have made the moment all about herself. Instead, she shared the spotlight. If this move becomes official, it may set a new standard. Because Caitlin Clark isn't just rewriting the record books. She might be rewriting the rules of the game.
And it literally pisses me off when people are like, she's not the face of the league.
Who would be?
What?
Their on-court chemistry is undeniable, despite only playing together for a portion of the season.
Come after Inspector Gadget.
Sophie may not be the top scorer or a regular in the headlines, but her leadership and unwavering loyalty haven't gone unnoticed, especially by Caitlin, who's navigating the intense pressure of leading a franchise in her rookie season.
How does Caitlin specifically, do you think, answer that?
I have no idea. You gotta ask her. That girl's brain is different, so that's all on you.
In interviews, Caitlin has credited her teammates for easing her transition to the pro level. She's spoken openly about the bumps she's taken and the league's physicality, emphasizing how crucial the support from players like Sophie has been in helping her stay focused and confident on the court.
I'm pretty overwhelmed right now, but there's just a lot of people to thank. First of all, my teammates. I wouldn't be here without any of you, and a lot of you came back.
What Caitlin Clark reportedly did with her Nike deal isn't just rare. It's almost unheard of in professional sports. The idea that a rookie would land the biggest endorsement deal in WNBA history and then turn around to elevate a teammate? That's not standard. That's not procedure. That's Caitlin Clark making a statement. Endorsement deals at this level are usually private, tightly controlled, and focused on one person. They're shaped by agents, brand managers, and marketing executives with clear goals: maximize exposure, build the star, protect the investment. That's why what Clark may have done stands out so much. According to emerging reports, Caitlin asked Nike to include her teammate Sophie Cunningham in a brand opportunity linked to her own deal. Whether that means a co-branded appearance, a player edition sneaker, or just increased exposure under Nike's umbrella, the message is powerful, and it's already making waves. Nike hasn't issued a statement. Neither has Clark or Cunningham directly. But the buzz is building. If true, it would be the first known instance in WNBA history, rookie or veteran, of a player using her personal endorsement power to directly benefit a teammate. And in a league where marketing dollars are tight and sponsorships unevenly distributed, that kind of move hits different. Caitlin Clark is no stranger to the spotlight. She's the most followed WNBA rookie in years, a media magnet, and a franchise cornerstone already. But what makes this moment resonate is how she appears to be using that spotlight, not to separate herself, but to bring someone with her. It shows a deeper understanding of the moment she's in and the influence she holds. So why Sophie Cunningham? Oh, those who've followed the Indiana Fever closely this season, the answer is clear. Sophie has emerged as one of Caitlin's fiercest allies, on and off the court. She's stepped in during heated games, pushed back on critics in interviews, and brought veteran toughness to a young team. She's the kind of teammate every rookie hopes to have. And Clark has taken notice. Inside the Fever organization, the reported move has already energized the locker room. Coaches admire it. Teammates respect it. And fans are loving it. Many are already speculating about a potential joint commercial, or a Sophie-themed edition of Caitlin's upcoming signature shoe. Whether that happens or not, the idea is powerful enough on its own. Because Clark isn't just building a brand, she's building a culture. In the WNBA, where off-court opportunities often come down to individual star power, Clark is rewriting the rules. She's challenging the status quo. She's showing that a rising tide can lift others, not just herself. Even if Nike's involvement with Sophie ends up being symbolic or limited, the gesture has already left its mark. It's influencing how fans, players, and even brands think about visibility and value in women's sports. Caitlin isn't just leading in points, she's leading by example. For Sophie Cunningham, whether this turns into a full endorsement deal or simply a viral act of appreciation, it's a moment of recognition she's earned. She's known for being physical, fearless, and fiercely loyal. Now she's part of a story that's about more than business. It's about character. Caitlin Clark didn't have to do this. And that's what makes it powerful. In a league where every player is fighting for visibility and space, she chose to share hers. The details may still be uncertain, but the impact is already clear. And as Nike prepares to launch Clark's signature line this fall, one thing is certain. Fans will be watching closely to see if Sophie Cunningham is standing right beside her. In the WNBA, where visibility is uneven and salaries often fall far short of the talent on display, Caitlin Clark's reported gesture hits harder than it would in almost any other league. The context matters. Women's basketball players routinely fight for the kind of exposure, marketing support, and financial recognition their male counterparts receive by default. So when someone in Caitlin's position chooses to share the spotlight, it resonates on a different level. Caitlin's situation is unprecedented. She's one of the rare rookies in league history to instantly become the face of not only her team but the entire WNBA. From record-breaking jersey sales to soaring television ratings and national endorsement deals, her presence has shifted the landscape. But what sets her apart even more is how she's using that platform. Most first-year players don't have this kind of leverage. Caitlin does. And instead of holding it tight, she appears to be using it to lift others. That's what makes her rumored move to include teammate Sophie Cunningham in her Nike brand rollout so impactful. For Cunningham, the timing couldn't be more significant. She's not a top scorer. She's not regularly trending or featured in highlight reels. But she's earned a reputation as a hard-nosed, physical player who brings energy, toughness, and veteran leadership every single night. She's the type of player who makes teams better through effort, not ego. She's loud when it matters, unafraid of contact, and fully committed to the game. A nod from Caitlin, and potentially from Nike, isn't just a nice gesture. It's rare, almost unheard of, especially for someone in Sophie's role. Even if nothing concrete materializes, no campaign, no co-branded sneaker, it's already made an impact. Her name is now trending. Her social following is growing, and fans who may not have known much about her before are starting to pay attention. That in itself is value. From a branding perspective, it's smart. Nike has always been driven by story. That's how they built empires around athletes like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and Serena Williams. Now they have Caitlin Clark, a once-in-a-generation talent with crossover appeal and a massive, engaged audience. If she wants her first major campaign to be about loyalty, team dynamics, and shared recognition rather than just individual greatness, Nike won't lose out. In fact, they gain a narrative that stands out in a saturated market. What's remarkable is how early this is happening in Caitlin's career. Power plays like this, using your personal endorsements to create opportunities for teammates, typically come years down the line, after championships and contracts have stacked up. Caitlin's doing it before her rookie season has even wrapped up. That signals she's not just here to put up stats. She's here to lead, to influence, and to shape the culture of the league. Within the Fever locker room, this move reportedly changed the tone. At the start of the season, there were concerns about chemistry, physicality, and whether Caitlin could adjust to the pace of the pro game. Now, the conversation has shifted. It's no longer about whether she can handle the spotlight. It's about how she chooses to share it, and that has ripple effects. Across the league, and in college programs everywhere, young players are watching. They're seeing that success doesn't have to be a solo mission. That once you make it, there's room to bring others along. That mindset could influence how the next generation approaches endorsements, leadership, and team culture. Caitlin Clark is still just beginning her WNBA journey. But with this single move, she's already added a new dimension to her legacy. She's not just a scorer. She's not just a media star. She's someone who understands the weight of influence, and is willing to use it to elevate those who've stood beside her. Whether this leads to long-term exposure for Sophie Cunningham or not, the message is already clear. Caitlin Clark is building something bigger than a brand. She's creating a model of leadership rooted in loyalty. And that's a story the WNBA, and its fans, won't forget.